Welcome to Madrid Pulse. You got the source of the latest news, events, and everything happens in the heart of Spain. From exclusive transfer updates and tactical deep dives to breaking news straight from the Bernabeu. If you love Los Blancos, make sure to subscribe and stay updated with all the inside stories. Real Madrid forward Endrick Felipe's future is growing increasingly uncertain as the summer transfer window progresses. Despite arriving at the club with sky-high expectations and undeniable talent, the Brazilian teenager now finds himself at a crossroads. Gonzalo Garcia Torres has emerged as an unexpected yet convincing alternative for Xabi Alonso's attacking plans for next season, making Endrick's position all the more precarious. Endrick, still just 18, recently flew out to the United States to hold crucial discussions with the club hierarchy about his immediate future. Those talks revealed a shift in the club's thinking. Real Madrid now believes the best step for the young striker is a loan move that would allow him to gain valuable minutes, develop his game in a more consistent role, and return with greater maturity and readiness for a starring role in Madrid. This is a notable change from Endrick's original plan. Until recently, he had been focused solely on staying at the club and proving to Carlo Ancelotti, who barely utilized him last season, that he deserved more opportunities. According to reports from Cadena SER, Endrick was determined to fight for his place in Madrid. The teenager had not even considered a loan exit until the last few weeks, and neither he nor his representatives entertained the numerous offers coming in. In fact, those offers weren't even passed along to Real Madrid, signaling just how committed Endrick was to staying. But with the rise of Gonzalo Garcia, who has taken the Club World Cup by storm and currently leads the tournament's scoring charts, alongside Xabi Alonso's tactical reshaping of the squad, the situation has changed dramatically. Now, with Endrick's potential loan becoming an open secret, clubs across Europe are preparing to make their pitch. Interest in the young forward has exploded, with inquiries hitting double digits. Scouts and directors from top leagues in Italy, France, Germany, and Spain are all reportedly circling, each hoping to convince Real Madrid and the player himself that they offer the perfect environment for his next stage of development. Among the potential destinations, a return to Brazil has been floated. A move back home could allow Endrick to regain rhythm, dominate week in and week out, and boost his chances of making Brazil's World Cup squad. Playing regular minutes in a familiar environment, with the spotlight still firmly on him, might be exactly what he needs. But for both sporting and marketing reasons, Real Madrid is reportedly more interested in placing him somewhere in Europe where he can adapt to high-level continental competition. From La Liga, one club stands out as a serious contender: Villarreal. The Yellow Submarine appears to be the only realistic Spanish option. Crosstown rivals Atletico Madrid and eternal enemies Barcelona are out of the question for obvious reasons, and athletic clubs' Basque-only policy makes them ineligible. Villarreal, on the other hand, will be playing in the UEFA Champions League next season and has a track record of successfully developing young talent. They could provide Endrick with a key role in attack while offering Real Madrid the guarantee of minutes and high-level competition. Outside Spain, Alonso's former club Bayer Leverkusen has shown strong interest in recent months. RB Leipzig is also reportedly monitoring the situation, known for giving young forwards like Timo Werner and Benjamin Šeško the platform to explode. Germany's reputation for integrating young talent into tactical systems would make either of these Bundesliga clubs a strategic fit for Endrick. Italy is also emerging as a strong option. Juventus, who are rebuilding their squad with a mix of experienced stars and young potential, are believed to be interested. AC Milan, with their dynamic forward line and reliance on youth in recent seasons, could also offer the Brazilian valuable playing time in a top league. Both clubs can provide the prestige and European competition Real Madrid would want in a loan partner. As the situation unfolds, one thing is clear: Real Madrid views Endrick as a long-term investment. A loan move is not a rejection, it's a calculated step. With the Club World Cup spotlight shining on Gonzalo Garcia and Xabi Alonso preparing his ideal lineup for the new season, Endrick's best opportunity to shine might indeed come away from the Bernabeu, for now. The right loan could turn his brief absence into a launchpad for future glory in white. Luka Modric, one of the most revered figures in Real Madrid's illustrious history, is approaching the twilight of his legendary career with Los Blancos. The Croatian maestro, now 39 years old, faces what could be his final appearance in the white shirt as Real Madrid prepare to take on Paris Saint-Germain in the semi-finals of the Club World Cup. While there has been speculation surrounding his next move for months, the mystery has now been resolved. Modric will be joining AC Milan once his commitments with Real Madrid come to a close. Modric's departure was marked emotionally in May at the Santiago Bernabeu. The final home match of the season was not only a farewell to the midfielder, but also to Carlo Ancelotti, the coach under whom Modric flourished and who played a significant role in his career. Fans and teammates alike paid tribute to the player who has symbolized consistency, intelligence, and grace in the center of the pitch for over a decade. He leaves behind a legacy not easily matched, a legend whose name will forever be etched in the club's history. Modric's mastery of the game, his ability to dictate tempo, find space, and deliver with precision and composure set him apart from his contemporaries and earned him accolades including a Ballon d'Or and 5 UEFA Champions League titles. Despite his age, Modric remained a useful asset in his final seasons, albeit in a reduced role. While no longer a guaranteed starter, his presence in the dressing room and on the training ground was invaluable. Young players looked up to him, and his experience helped steady the team in high-pressure moments. Still, the changing dynamics of Real Madrid's midfield and the evolving demands under new head coach Xabi Alonso meant that Modric's departure, like that of Toni Kroos, was only a matter of time. His next chapter will take place in Italy, where he is set to sign a one-year contract with AC Milan, with an option to extend for an additional season. The move has now been confirmed by Milan manager Massimiliano Allegri, who returned for a second spell with the Rossoneri and is clearly eager to add Modric's wealth of experience to his squad. Speaking to Marca, Allegri said, "We're waiting for Luka Modric. He'll arrive in August. He's an important, extraordinary player. He needs no introduction." The Italian coach emphasized Modric's role in a revamped Milan midfield that will also feature the likes of Samu Ricci, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Bondo, and Yunus Musa. Allegri hinted that Milan's tactical formation would be shaped around the characteristics of his midfielders, with Modric likely at the heart of it all, guiding the younger talents and offering calm leadership. For Real Madrid, Modric's departure creates a significant void in both leadership and depth. While the midfield has shown signs of fluidity under Alonso and promising talents such as Jude Bellingham, Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni, and Federico Valverde continue to evolve, the absence of two seasoned generals, Kroos and Modric, cannot be easily brushed aside. Kroos, who has already retired, was a cornerstone of Madrid's midfield for nearly a decade. And now, with Modric's exit, there is a clear leadership gap emerging in the squad. Xabi Alonso, a former midfield general himself, understands the strategic need for a different kind of player to complete the puzzle. There is a belief that Real Madrid might have to dip back into the transfer market to find someone who brings not only technical ability but also the composure and intelligence that Kroos and Modric offered. Alonso has reportedly made it clear that his preferred midfield requires a new profile, perhaps someone with more physicality or a box-to-box engine that fits the dynamic, pressing game he envisions for the future. Though the club has done well to prepare for the transition with young talent, the question remains whether they will move for a marquee midfielder to ensure continuity at the highest level. However, it remains to be seen whether Florentino Perez and the board will prioritize another major midfield acquisition this summer, or place their trust in the existing crop to grow into leadership roles. As the curtain closes on Luka Modric's Real Madrid chapter, fans can only reflect on the unforgettable moments he gave them. Moments of magic, tenacity, and brilliance. His final appearance, whether against PSG or in the final of the Club World Cup, will undoubtedly be a fitting tribute to a player who gave everything to the club. And as he moves on to AC Milan, the football world watches with anticipation to see how much more the veteran magician can offer before he finally hangs up his boots.